Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Generic Trials Special Tuesday edition. Apologies for not going live yesterday, but I was just sick and I wasn't feeling good, so the best thing I could do was sleep it off. Unfortunately, I did miss. We were gonna do a Nelly birthday stream yesterday, but unfortunately that didn't happen as I was sick. Link is up if anybody wants to come up. I will be talking about the Dave 25 court case today, breaking everything down because there's a few things to talk about. Hey Wolf, then how's it going? I'm okay. It's just a gastroparesis, just a nausea bullshit. So I just had to take some medicine and just sleep it off. I did a video visit today. I got some new medicine, so I'm gonna be okay. Um, Couple of small videos to play. Yep, National Sleep It Off Day. I got a couple of quick videos to play for Dennis's birthday because I didn't do a birthday stream for him, and I kind of feel a little bit guilty. And then I will talk about the Dave 25 shit. But yeah, these are a couple of videos I played the other day, but it was kind of quiet. But there we go.
Hello there, Dennis. How are you, Dennis? I hear it's your birthday. Your friends have told me and they wanted me, the happy birthday singer, to come and sing a special happy birthday song to you, Dennis, on your birthday. So here's your special song. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dennis. Happy birthday to you. For he's a jolly good fellow, Dennis is a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us, so say all of us, so say all of us, so Dennis is a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, 'cause it's Dennis's birthday. So there you go, Dennis, on your birthday, a very special song just for you. So have a great day, have a great month, and have another great year. And next year, if you're lucky, your friends just might send me back again to sing the same happy birthday song to you, Dennis, on your birthday. Goodbye. Have fun, Dennis. It's your birthday. Dennis.
There we go. Had to play that again for the birthday boy, whose birthday boy I missed yesterday. So I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody, hey Lady Gemini, hey Joseph Camus, Tina Dandroff, Computer Chick if you're still here, Lady and Gamer, hopefully you're still here too. And Wolf, then hope everybody's doing well. Link is posted if anybody wants to come up, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the Dave 25, and his court case today, which is hey boy, hey Black Ice, hey Mills. So yeah, the case of Dave 25, as many of you sure you've heard, finally came to a conclusion today with his crank obscene telephone calls and his cyber stalking. So what actually happened was he actually entered a plea of nolo contendere. Hey no mercy. So yeah, nolo contendere. And I'm going to tell you what that actually means is, so Dave, I think you're tripping. So Dave actually does not accept responsibility for the prank phone calls or the charges. So, and he denies responsibility. He denies responsibility for the
Hey,
for the
hey.
Hey, what's up? Just talking about Dennis. Not Dennis. I mean, talking about Dave 25. So I'm going to start this again. So he does not accept. Okay, so he doesn't accept responsibility or deny responsibility for the act leading to the criminal charge. Instead, Dave 25 accepts the punishment for conviction of the act while admitting to not being guilty of it. So basically, he's saying, I don't want to plead guilty, but I'm going to take he's accepting the punishments as he had pled guilty, correct? So that's what actually happened. So that's the first thing to talk to. The first thing to mention about the case was, he was kind of found guilty, but he's took the punishment, but he doesn't want to say he's guilty, even though everybody knows he's guilty. That's what it means in a nutshell. So just wanted to tell you guys about that. So he was given a full sentence for a year. Hey Queenie, he's under home arrest. He's under home arrest for 90 days. I don't know whether the sentencing coincide with each other. But he's got to do community service as well, and he's got to do a mental health program. He's got a no contact order. He's banned from Home Depot for trespassing. There's 2 Home Depots he's banned from, and all costs have been waived. He didn't have a trial. He didn't have a trial by jury either. But he's had these charges since March this year. He's probably on a he's got community corrections on his probation. He's going to have mental health services because he's probably pleading he ain't all there, and he's got and he's on so he's got to do a bunch of crap, and he could have had this done a lot sooner if he had actually done a plea deal or pleaded guilty. He could have been 3 months into his probation instead of wasting the court's time. So, if I was the judge or the magistrate, whatever, because he didn't have a trial by jury, I would have given the most harshest sentence you could actually think of. So he's actually had to take a sentence. He's got two I can't even get my bloody words out now. He's got 2 misdemeanors. So and he's kind of fucked his life up over a bunch of stupid shit. But I was thinking about them too the other day, and one of the things I thought to myself was he was actually he's trying to be like the Wish.com version of kid behind the camera wanting to be a YouTube celebrity, and Gabby 21 was like the Wish.com version of Bridget West. And he just couldn't get the shit. Exactly. He's on probation now. He's got the community service. He probably cry about that. I can't do it. Yeah. Well, he's not all there in the head. So, that's one of the problems. So, now you've got the coach with all the stalking charges on probation now day 25. I mean, Nelly's going to be. I mean, if Nelly don't cut off ties with these idiots,
he can be the next one.
And start hanging around with more positive people. Yep, he's going to be the next one. So that's just that's my 2 cents worth anyway. How's everyone doing? What's everyone's thing on it?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, he got shot. Yeah, he got shot. Hey, MER, come up if you want the links there. Yeah, correct. He will keep doing his stupid shit. Yeah, Golfman. I'll say again really quickly. He's took the charge of being guilty, even though he's saying he's not guilty, probably because the evidence is against him. So he's taken the charge. He's not saying it was him, but the evidence was probably overwhelming. So he's got home arrest and probation and community service, and he's got to do mental health shit too. So that's about it, really. And then there's a few people. There's another thing on the report as well. I actually looked into that. And the last thing on the report actually says, where was it? He basically the last thing that said he hasn't got a warrant for his arrest. It's just the all the stuff gets sent. He gets told where to get his tag, who his probation officer is, and all that fun stuff, and how to do community service. But yeah, hey MER. So yeah, he's gonna have to behave himself online again. Otherwise, he's going to get into more shit again. So of course, hey, Golfman. So yeah, if he behaves online or does he waste his shit, all you got to do is just contact the Rhode Island probation service and send them some video clips.
Okay. So here's the question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's the question. what made him get those charges? Like, what did he exactly do?
Well, he did a prank call on YouTube, and he called his ex-supervisor in Home
Oh,
Depot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I did heard about that.
yeah,
And
and
so they finally got his ass with that, huh?
yeah, he got arrested for it. He got arrested for it back in March. So yeah, it just takes one. It just takes one call, one video clip for him. Send him to his probation officer, and he'll get in trouble again.
Oh my god. What the hell was he fucking thinking?
Hey, Mills again, because he's immature.
Oh, clearly he's woefully immature, just like his former friend Steve Cole. They're both woefully immature man children.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's sad? They're both not even fucking 30 yet. And they already got criminal charges and or taken to court.
Yeah.
Seriously, is this the life that they want to live? Constant, charges and everything. It's gonna get to the point where they're gonna serve jail time. I see that coming. Kind of like with Cyrus, he might serve jail time too if he doesn't stop it.
I see it. Hey, Dick with Dave. I see it. Yeah, I see it. I see it happening too. To be honest. I mean,
honestly, listen. I will bet you money. Like within now and 5 years later, you're gonna hear them on the news for some fuck shit that they've done. I mean, because they're clearly not mentally fucking stable.
I mean, as a betting man, that's the kind of bet I wouldn't put money on against you, because when I bet, I want the odds to be in my favor. I can definitely see them being back in the criminal justice system again. To be honest,
I think Cactus said that Cactus says that he gets school shooter vibes from Steve Cole, and I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he doesn't know how to use a fucking gun though.
I know. These people are awful. Yeah.
But honestly, between those two, I see Day 25 more of a threat than Steve Colt, because let's be honest, Steve is a fucking pussy. Day 25, at least he can drive around and do whatever.
I can still see Coates being a threat, because you got to take into consideration too who's got the most restraining orders, who's got the biggest criminal record. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's been taken to court 3 times. Honestly, that him going to court for the first time should have been an omen.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, his father obviously encouraged his behavior. Kind of like how Sally encouraged, Chance's behavior. You can see the similarities, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, his whole life now is going to be messed up now, because he's got to deal with. He's got to deal with community service. He's got to deal with probation. He's probably going to end up back on there again, and they ain't going to take none of his shit either.
No, they're not going to take this seriously, and they're going to go back to doing the fuck shit that they've been doing. Mm-hmm. You can tell because they don't fucking learn, especially with Steve's case, because again, taken to court 3 times, and I forgot to mention is that I think he was held contempt of court for the first time because he kept interrupting the lady and the judge, because he obviously had a mental breakdown.
Of course.
Wow.
And with all it's true. Listen, just type in Steve Colt the Immenster and that article will pop up. Mm-hmm. He doesn't. Both these guys don't fucking learn, especially on Steve's case.
Yeah, I'm not. No, they're definitely still on the trial accounts, definitely, because like we had I mean,
because they have all this fucking time to waste. I highly doubt either one of them work. If they do work, it's probably part time. Limited days, not 8 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours. Because honestly, I don't know what's the point of making all these troll accounts and all this fucked up shit. Like, you're not gaining anything. You're only making your life worse.
Of course.
Honestly, what's funny? Both of them have terrible fucking fathers.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, who is worse, Day 25's father or Steve Colt's father? I put my money on Steve. Colt. Definitely Colt's father.
I said both.
Both? Nah, I say more Colt, because remember, when Papa Chris called his father, what did Colt's father say? Oh, it's free speech. There you go.
Yeah, but these people, yeah, I mean, but once again, these people don't understand what the freaking First Amendment means. You can have
No, they
freedom of
don't.
speech. You can have freedom of speech. The First Amendment only applies to the government shutting you up. If I say something that goes against that YouTube don't like, that goes against YouTube TOS, they can cut me off because I've agreed to their TOS. I don't have freedom of speech on YouTube. I don't have freedom of speech on Twitter. I don't have freedom of speech on Facebook or any other social media outlet because they can pull the plug on me anytime they like. Because I signed up to their terms, and conditions. Freedom of speech means the government can't shut me up. The cops can't tell me to shut up. Any government actor can't tell me to shut up. That's what the freedom of speech means. However, you can have, freedom of speech.
It doesn't mean freedom of consequence. That's what some people don't understand. It's freedom of speech. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but it doesn't mean that you're protected from consequences.
Exactly.
That's what some people don't understand.
And if it relates to illegal activity, you're not covered. You're not covered as well, or anything that's illegal.
Exactly.
Too. These people don't understand how. These people don't understand what happened. What it means.
Look what Tina Dandridge was saying in the chat. Coach brother don't care either. Yeah, his half brother. Even though Coach keeps saying, "Oh, he did this and that with his half brother." Honestly, no, because I knew about his half brother because Ghost said that he contacted him on some social media website. Honestly, it seems like no one's going to take care of. Listen, the moment Bob Cope passes away, you know damn well he's going to be institutionalized. He can't take care of himself, considering his his history. He can barely take care of those fucking cats. What makes you think he can take care of himself? Remember his old time Liam Menster. Everybody wanted to whip his ass, especially after the whole George Floyd incident, where he was saying some racist shit on Facebook.
That'll probably be the best thing for him to go into some kind of freaking institution. To be honest,
Yeah.
I know internet.
Yeah, institutionalized and no internet. Period. Not even a checking email, because knowing his internet history.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it's a shame the court didn't even keep Dave 25 off the internet for a while.
Honestly, he's another one who needs to get off the internet. Dude, I see him create new accounts. There's one where he's pretending to be Haggy Rants. Tell me that is not mental.
Didn't Haggy pass away?
What, Haggy Rants? No, that's Green Dream. Green Dream passed away.
Okay.
But he's pretending to be Haggy Rants, and he may be saying, "Yo, hello, this is Haggy Rants," when it's clearly day 25. The guy's clearly not mentally sound.
Didn't Haggy Rant leave YouTube and said he wasn't coming back, and he hasn't been back ever since?
Technically he did came back, because I remember commenting on one of his accounts that he had. I got comments, so he left me a comment saying whatever, and then after that I couldn't find his account, so I think he might have deleted it.
Yeah,
last time I checked, he's on Twitch, still doing the same fucking shit that he did was on YouTube, doing the whole prank call things.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen him
40-something years old.
And has anybody heard from Eddie Hubbard in 2 years? Because I have not seen him on here.
Yeah, Edward Hubbard is back. I actually, found one of his channels. He made a couple of videos. Don't know why he's still here. Hasn't he been banned multiple times as well?
Yeah.
Because I know he was. Here's another one that's not mentally sound, and he's another one that's clearly not healthy. Him and Papa Glick, so they both have breathing machines.
Well, Eddie really hasn't been in the drama. I'm not sticking up for Eddie because me and him don't see eye to eye, but he hasn't been in drama that I've seen. Right, Amnion? Amnion?
Is she there?
I don't know.
She's here. She was on mute for a second.
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, he hasn't been.
He hasn't been in the drama.
He's trying to get after, Isaac and all them, because all the shit that he's doing, he's doing and shit. So, yep.
Honestly, I think some people just need to get off the internet, because honestly, I think the internet has definitely played a part of messing up people's minds, social media and all that type of stuff.
That's why, like me and MER, we separate. We say we're leaving, but we don't leave. Me and MER, somehow like we step away for a little bit. It collects our thoughts and our mind.
Yeah, I mean, look at the dumb shit on TikTok. It's a
Yeah.
daily fucking basis. Yeah, even I
Yeah.
have to take breaks every now and then.
Like I know when MER is upset, she'll take what a week, like a month away from everything, and then. And I'm the same way. Like it's summertime. I'm usually not on streams. MER will tell you it's summertime. Queenie's not around. She's at the pool. She's at the fair. And MER knew me for what 4 years. MER. She knows how I am.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, to be honest, I think people need to spend time away from the internet and do something more productive because it seems like this type of stuff was ruining their lives, getting them into trouble. I mean, look at these two idiots, J25 and Steve.
They're both messed up. Sorry, but
Honestly, Blue
like
King
I said, Golfman.
Explain how they are. Say what?
But like I said, Golfman, you know what Steve did.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's done some shit.
But you know it's funny because he's trying to like retract some of those statements saying, oh, this never happened, or oh, I didn't remember whatever to Papa Gris though it was just Papa Gris to himself.
Hold on, Lady Jeremiah.
He's trying to retract.
Is Lady Jeremiah talking about me? What I do, Lady Jeremiah?
No.
She says, "Leave MER's name out of your mouth."
Oh, I don't know.
What's her problem?
Is that the real Lady Jeremiah? Lady Jeremiah? She's never.
She's
That's the real one.
She's good. Don't worry.
Yeah,
that's the real Gemini. Yeah. She's modded.
I'm gonna say she knows me.
I can do whatever I want on YouTube. It's like there's times I don't go live as much as I used to. But I mean, I just been hanging out with my group of people. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, we can do a little bit of drama within our lives, but every day, nah, it's kind of toxic. I wouldn't know. I've been in a lot of drama for years. And let's just say it got me doxxed like 3 times.
I mean, there's always drama. I mean, there's always drama on here. However, a good example was a certain individual last week. When you are staying up all night, Sunday night into Monday morning, whispering on YouTube, posting videos when you're supposed to be going to work the next day and going to work on 3 or 4 hours sleep, that is when you need to start thinking about your life in YouTube, and you actually need to take YouTube off and enjoy your real life and sleep and take care of your body, because YouTube will still be here in the morning. YouTube will still be here in the evening. YouTube ain't going nowhere. But you don't need to let YouTube rule your life, and that's it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me speak about that idiot for a second. I've seen that video of him whisper singing, celebrating characters and channel being taken down.
Yeah,
really, dude. Listen to me. That's small dick energy, and I never had pussy energy. Like, really celebrating you falsely taking down someone's channel?
Yeah, that's so
immature.
That's a whispering, being in bed, trying to keep quiet, not to wake the family up kind of video.
Again,
hey, can I?
Again, he's showing little dick energy and never had any pussy energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So because when I end this stream, my phone stays in my room charging. I go to bed, and that's it. I don't care about YouTube. I'll wake up in the morning. I'll get showered. I'll go to work, and I'll probably get a couple of messages, and that's about it. I don't care about.
Yeah.
I don't care about this place. What happens and what happens, and then I'll eventually catch up in the afternoon sometime. Like today, I had an online doctor's appointment. Had a few messages, and I was playing Cyberpunk. I cut me some chicken curry and rice, and I had a nap, and that's been my day. Nice quiet peaceful day.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. We barely talk with generic troll.
I know.
Yeah, we all barely talk each other.
Because I haven't been feeling. I haven't been feeling too good the last few days either. I've been dealing with this freaking nausea shit.
Hold on. You wanna know why? Wanna know why? Because we all have wait for it. Lives. We don't let YouTube dictate our fucking lives. Sure, I'll be on YouTube every day because I just want to watch something on YouTube. I don't have Hulu or anything like that because I ain't giving them any of my fucking money. I just got YouTube. Other than that, I just chill in my house and wait until I go to work or do some errands or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't sit in my house all fucking day.
I don't think Lady Gemini wants me up here for some reason. She thinks I'm going after MBR, and I'm not.
No, you're not. What is she talking about?
Well, Lady Gemini, she's really upset at me, and she says she's not going to bring it into your stream. What I can't think of your name now.
Generic troll.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. What did I do? Me and MBR are cool.
Yeah, what did you do?
Just stop.
Yeah, this came out of left field.
Anyway, you guys can deal with that in PM, not on panel
it's
today.
Fine. I'm gonna get off here so you don't get.
Yeah, if you want, you guys can deal with it on PM.
I will. I'll talk to you all later. Toodles.
All right. Have a good one. I mean, I wasn't kicking you off or anything, Queenie. I'm just saying. I just don't want to hear.
So, I heard about Dave. The dumbass.
Yeah, the so-called celebrity. You know he's a narcissist. You know damn well he's a narcissist. How are you a celebrity when you barely have over 1,000 subs? Which honestly, I suspect that he bought them. There ain't no way he has over 1,000 subs. And look at his view count. It doesn't reflect that.
I got 1,000 subs and my view counts are very low. I don't know why, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not bitching about it.
I mean, probably a lot of trollers will subscribe to a lot of troll accounts, and they'll come in, and then that's it. But it's I'm not. I'm going to say it again because some people seem to think I care about viewers and numbers. That is absolutely incorrect. Okay, I like a chat where it's small and quiet. I don't like a chat with 200 people in. The chat's going too fast.
Oh yeah.
There's 6 people screaming on panel, and it's.
Oh yeah, like that Asylum show. Yeah, like that Asylum. Which, by the way, Noodles is a fucked up person. How many times Bill can tell him don't talk about kids, yet Noodles did it anyway?
What?
You heard me?
What?
Well, there was a video on Twitter of Noodles admitting he was to college.
Oh my god!
And then there's another video too.
I heard that. Well, I don't know if you've seen it on the Twitter, Steve Billings' Twitter.
Yeah.
He found a video clip. And he said that I'm Carlos Martinez. I'm like, are you sure? I don't know.
Well, he's Noodles wants to come up. So, I mean, I'm only going by what I've seen and what I've heard. So, I'm going to let him have his own say. There we go.
I'm fucked up. Hey, how are you? I'm fucked up.
Yeah, why did Billings have to boot you off the panel?
He's a fucking pussy. He's a fucking pussy. First of all, let me tell you something, dude. All right, because you probably missed it because I'm used to it too. I had to rewatch this thing, right? And not only in the comments section was I being called a pedophile. I don't know what's worse: asking someone if they have a child, if they have kids, or somebody repeating the word pedophile over and over again on Steve's chat and on the panel. But once I asked someone, hey, in regards to your question, do you have children? Are you a mother? Are you a father? That's what I got kicked off for.
Hey man, I don't know. Take it up with Billings. You're the
one that brought it up. You're the one that brought it up. You just said it.
Hey, it ain't my fault he booted you off his panel.
You just said I was fucked up.
Well, maybe don't ask personal things about if they have kids or not. Maybe people are kind of sensitive about that.
Okay, are you a pedophile?
No.
I think you are. I'm gonna keep saying it and I'm going to keep putting it in the chat. I'm gonna leave here and just keep putting in the chat that you're a pedophile, you're a groomer, blah blah blah. That's what was going on over there. You think that's okay?
No.
Huh. So you gotta understand why I'm kind of like, dude, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Huh? I just don't. Here's the thing, man. I just don't think you understand it because no one's done it to you yet. All right. So there was this guy, Larry H, up there. Remember that?
What accusing me of being a pedophile?
Or just something that you didn't do. I don't know. I don't know. Something that you didn't do.
So I got a question here. Do we have definitive proof, like paperwork, maybe a phone call, any kind of anything that this man that you're accusing of being a pedophile?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
No, that's my point. You don't need it. Just as long as you don't talk about kids.
Well, what was he saying about kids? Was he saying?
No, he was saying nothing. So it's okay. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just.
Because he was saying it was fucked up that I kept saying the word kid over and over again. First of all, I wasn't talking about kids. I said the word kid, and that's what got me kicked off there.
Well, I mean,
you're taking this whole discussion out of context. This whole discussion had to do with Noodle is fucked up because he kept talking about kids on Steve Billings' channel when Steve Billings specifically told him not to. I'm telling you what was going on over there. That's it.
Right.
Right?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So there was this guy, Larry H, that was up there. And I kept asking.
I love him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I got no problem with him, right? But he said that he had a problem with Carlos Martinez because Carlos Martinez was accusing him of being a pedophile, stalking a child, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I said, Larry, is it true? And he goes, no. I said, how's it feel? And then all of a sudden, everyone shuts the fuck up. No one knows how to answer that. And I asked this woman, Rachel, or whatever her name is. I said, Rachel, you got kids? Oh, you can't ask that. Meanwhile, everybody's talking about pedophilia up there. Everyone's accusing people of pedophilia up there. The people in the chat were screaming groomer and pedophilia, which, by the way, as of July 2023, you can now be sued civilly for calling people out on social media by the specific term of pedophilia or groomer.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
If you don't have definitive
yes, you can bring them to court and you can sue them, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my point. I understand this guy didn't pick up on that. Now I got to go to these channels. I don't want to come up here talking about that. I like to come up here and say, hey guys, what are you talking about? I hope it's not me. But
I just came because I kind of heard what was going on.
Shut up. I want to ask him a question. Noodles, why do you have a 9-year-old as your channel manager?
Why do I?
Please don't tell me to shut up. You can please ask me to be quiet, but please don't tell me to shut up.
What is it with you and kids? Why did you follow Botter? Why did you follow Botter to Discord?
First of all, I went to a community. I went to a community. I was invited to a Discord by Elisa Jordana. All right, I used to perform on Lisa Jordana's channel.
No, that person. You went in there to follow a kid. You're a fucking chomo. You're a creep. You're a fucking chomo. Everyone knows.
Is this drunk cactus? Is this drunk cactus?
Let's hear both sides here because I'm curious now. Now I want to know.
Yeah. Let Noodles have his say.
This creep.
For a second.
No, this is Drunk Cactus. Drunk Cactus
This is not
himself
drunk.
has either.
Okay,
The Drunk Cactus himself
Let's keep
has
on
been accused of not.
Hold on one second.
He had a child. His child no longer talks to him. The reason being is because he abused this child, right, Cactus? Why don't you tell everybody how you abuse your kid, Cactus?
I never
and your
had
kids
any
no longer talk to you. What did you do to your kid, Cactus?
Why are you
Cactus? What did you do? What did you do to your 9-year-old Cactus? Didn't the state or the government or whatever take away your kid?
What are you talking about, you weirdo creep? Listen, motherfucker, why is it everywhere you go you're fucking obsessed with kids?
All right, I've kicked Noodles off. Okay, I wanted to give him a chance to have his say, but false allegations about kids, this whole kid shit is getting fucking old. I'm sick of it. So no kids.
All this creep does.
Okay,
that is all this creep does. All this creep does. Everywhere he goes, kids. He's worse than fucking Steve Coates. He is worse than Steve Coates. This guy.
Also,
go look at Dateline. Hang on. Go look at one of Dateline's videos from early on this week. I think it was the one from Monday. This guy admits that he had that Botter. Botter got fucking locked up. Locked up this year. 14-year-old. He's in serious shit for fucking child porn. He says he had that same Botter as his channel manager back in 2018. You take 5 away from fucking 14. That means that Botter was 9-year-old when that Botter was his channel manager. This guy is fucked. Everything about him is fucked.
You know, it's funny because I watched the German lady talk about that situation about it, and she did mention Noodles a couple of times. I'm still curious about that. Like, what was going on?
Him and Carlos need fucking shunning, booting everywhere on site, booted. He is a creep. I cannot fucking explain it harder. He is a fucking creep. I have the clip of him saying he would go to Japan, to have sex with 13-year-olds. I have that clip.
And
this guy is not normal in his head. He's not normal in his head.
Listen, I don't really know that much about Noodles. I'm just gonna be mum about it.
Wait, is it any wonder he's taking in Carlo? He's had fucking Steve Coates over there. He's had Dave 25. He's hanging around with fucking Nelly, for fuck's sake. They're all the same fucking clique. They're weird. They have something missing in their brain. They cannot function normally in society. These people are not well. They should be institutionalized, be it prison or a fucking nut house. That's all I got. Fuck that comes.
That's foul. Thank you. Yeah, it's just no, but the whole fucking kid shit without fucking any solid fucking evidence is getting fucking ridiculous as well.
Also, why was Noodles getting pissed at me for saying that it was fucked up what he said? It's just my opinion. Why are you getting pissy at me for?
For the record, I have never been a parent. I have had no fucking children ever. So he can fuck right off of that bullshit.
It ain't my fucking fault. He got a pissing match on the stadium on Sunday. Maybe he shouldn't be saying certain things. Ain't my fault. Don't get pissy at me. Get pissy at me with yourself.
Maybe he should go back on his lunacy. Fucking creep. That's pissed me off. I'm gonna get down. Fuck it.
Also, where did MAR go?
She'll be back. She got a phone call, so.
Oh.
No, just okay. Here's the thing about my channel. Okay, if we're talking about somebody, I think it's fair that they get a voice. All right. However, if shit gets out of hand, if things get out of hand, then yeah.
Yeah, I just want to hear what Noodles have to say so I can get his side. What can you do?
That's what I gotta do. I've got to give people. I've got to at least give people a voice to explain themselves because I don't want to be. I don't want to be a dictator. Go because I want to at least give them a freaking chance. If it does get out of hand, I'll kick him off. I've had to kick Cactus off panel. I've had to kick Jake off panel because shit got out of hand between them both. I'm still friends with them. However, I still,
you got to keep your chat.
You have to keep,
running the right way.
I'm liable for.
And I just want to say that I'm sorry. I was just kind of interested a little bit in what was going on because I was unaware of what was going on. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of trying to put the puzzle pieces together, and I didn't want the whole thing to get out of hand. I was hoping to hear both sides of why they were saying that, because I don't believe that you should call anybody that without having physical proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still find it kind of weird that he was a botter though.
People, I don't want to say it, but people get unalived for stuff like that. People that are really against, like the kid stuff, they get unalived for that kind of stuff. And, it would suck for that to happen to somebody that wasn't, you gotta be careful.
I still want to know why he was a botter. I mean, Botter wasn't even 15 throughout this entire time.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about bottle accounts. There's been a lot of people using bottle accounts, the same as the Carlos Martinez accounts.
Yeah, nobody knows anymore.
It's like a generic, it's like a generic name. You don't really know who, we don't really know who the real bottle was because of that computer voice, and we don't really know who the real, Carlos Martinez was as well. Hey, is that the real Barbie girl?
Right. Careful.
Yeah.
It's me.
Hey, Barbie girl, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Just catching up with all the fun drama, YouTube shit. You know how it is.
I was kind of wanting to talk to Noodles. Where did he go?
He got kicked off. No, well, he got kicked off because not because the shit was just getting out of hand with fucking kids and allegedly bullshit. So I'm just trying to, keep a little bit of calm and tranquility around here.
Sorry, I got another call.
So I'm sure he's listening. So if you want to say something, just say it. It's cool.
No, I mean, I'd rather ask him the questions live.
I got you.
I don't know. This whole situation is just weird.
So what was you going to ask him, just to be nosy?
Well, I mean, how long have you guys known Noodles?
I've known him for quite a while. I've known of him. So I've been in the community for a while under different troll accounts and different names. So, I've been here for quite a while.
I heard about him since last
How long do you know, like, the Potter story and all of that?
I've heard of it for years. I've heard bits and bobs. Like, I've heard it goes back to the Laurie Cunningham days and shit like that. So, yeah.
But it's kind of scary that someone that young is able to do what he did. Isn't that kind of scary?
Well, he went to court for it, so obviously he did it.
I mean, you gotta remember too, kids at such a young age have such intelligence. I've been, I got my first computer 4 years old. I was programming it. I learned to program the VCR at 5 years old to, set timers and shit. These kids with technology are so intelligent. These kids are so intelligent. There's nothing, there's nothing stopping them to what they can get. All they need is just the right influence, and they're good.
Mm-hmm. But that can be a bad thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with all the swattings and whatnot.
Yeah, there was swatting, all kinds of phone calls, and 911 calls using that.
Using that. Got killed because of the swatting. Yeah, haven't people been killed because of the swatting?
I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure it's happened before, but it hasn't been made news. But I'm sure it's going to happen one day.
And I know they're creating laws about this because people got killed over this, and those punishment should be severe.
Mm-hmm. The problem is, it's tracing. It's hard to trace the numbers because they're using all modified numbers and shit, and they're not calling the 911. They're calling the local police departments too. So it's all.
And then they use VPNs as well.
Yeah. So yeah, shit gets pretty hard.
The internet is very easy. You can sit here, research how to do something.
Yeah.
And this kid could have figured out how to do everything that he did.
Exactly.
And then he made a few mistakes and got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't forget he is woefully immature as well, so that was his downfall as well.
Yeah, because here's the thing too. Before the internet came out, I used to have this computer called a Commodore Amiga. Cut long story short, all the shit came on 3.5-inch disc. Stuff got pirated all the time, so all my games were pirated copies and shit. And I had this disc, and it was called the Jolly Roger Cookbook. You can Google it, and that had information on that disc: how to make bombs, how to get free phone calls, how to do all kinds of shit. So yeah, Bobby's absolutely. Yeah, I definitely agree with Bobby. This kid can look stuff up and can learn so fast and do all kinds of shit. But I definitely believe there was more than one Barter account, and there was more than there's more than one Carlos Martinez too. So yeah.
Well, for the record, Carlos Martinez has been around a lot longer than
Barter. Yeah, of course, yeah. It's like a generic name for someone to make a troll account with now.
Correct. I mean, I could make one right now.
Exactly. So could I. So could everybody in the chat too. So yeah.
So Barbie, let me ask you a question. What do you think about this whole Dave 25 situation with him going to court for what he has done? Any thoughts?
I don't really know who Dave 25 is, other than he told me he was a celebrity. I don't. What is it? A stalking case or?
Yeah, it was prank phone calls on cyberstalk, and basically he called his ex-boss at Home Depot and goes, "Are you guys hiring?" And you can use the N-word a couple of times, something like that. Made a YouTube video about it, and then he got arrested for it. So
yeah, that'll probably be dropped. I mean,
he's basically like another Steve Coe, if you think about it.
Again, I don't know much about those.
Honestly, I think it's better if you don't know about him, especially Steve Coe, especially of the fuck shit that he has done for 10+ years. Yeah, you don't want to know.
Well, I think they've tried to mess with me before.
Really, but yeah, I mean, they're all after my private information too, but they're not going to get anything on me. So yeah, we're good in that case. That's why I keep my mouth shut and don't say too much about me that can make me easily identifiable.
Yeah, and with Steve Coe, he's just protecting his insecurity.
I don't think anyone on the internet should be afraid of who they are.
I mean, I'm not afraid of who I am. I mean, I just like to keep myself, I just don't want to deal with crazy stalkers because, I don't want to have.
You just don't want to put yourself out there. That's all.
I don't want to deal with pizzas. I don't want to deal with SWAT calls or welfare checks and stalkers. Yeah. And that's,
You see what Steve Coe and Dave 25 doing with each other? They're wasting emergency, services.
Well, yeah, they should be paying county for their wasted services.
Honestly, I think both of them going to have long, criminal rap sheets. Steve Coe already has a long rap sheet. Let's just say he's been to court 3 times and has 15+ restraining orders.
From who, though? People on the internet?
People in real life in his hometown.
Yeah, especially the first one, because the first one, when he was living in Leominster, he was running for office. Well, I don't know why, because he has no experience. This one lady, called him out on his lack of experience and refused to tell him who he was voting for. So what he did was go on Facebook and harass her over and over and over and over and over again until she took his ass to court. And he was held in contempt of court because he kept interrupting the judge and the lady. And he did that when he was 19 years old. He's 28 right now. Still doing the same shit.
Hopefully he acts better in court. I mean, that comes with age.
Honestly, I don't see him changing.
And respect for, what you've done.
He's not going to change. He's been to court 3 times and have more than 15 restraining orders. He doesn't learn. And you can partially blame his father for that shit as well, because he's an enabler. His father is an enabler.
No, you cannot blame your parents for your choices.
Well, somewhat yes, because his own father defended Steve Colt for putting public risk of kids on porn. I'm saying it's free speech. I am not lying.
Okay, well, maybe in the court of law, yes, he can try that. But if a jury were to see his trial, I'm sorry, but you can't blame it on your father. You can't blame it on anyone but yourself. Your own mistakes that you've done.
Well, obviously,
no one is going to take that seriously.
He has never owned up to his mistakes. He refuses. He says he does, but he doesn't. And that's why he's in the predicament that he's in right now.
Who am I speaking to right now?
Oh, who, me?
Yes.
Oh, you can just call me Golf Man. That's my alias right now.
Generic troll, who is this?
That's Golf Man. He's a friend of Cactus. I know it's for Cactus.
Okay, so it's Cactus.
It's a friend of Cactus. No, Cactus has his Irish accent. I'm the one with the English accent. Anyway, so what's new with you, Bobby? How you doing?
Bobby, you there?
Everyone's got quiet. Oh my god!
I just don't like to be lied to, guys. Come on.
No, it's Cactus. No, I'm not lying to you. That's Golf Man. That's not Cactus. I'm saying he's a friend of Cactus.
Yeah, my friend of Cactus. I'm not Cactus.
Cactus has this Irish accent.
Why do you have so much feedback, Golf Man?
Oh, sorry, my AC is on and I'm on my phone. My bad.
No, I was asking how you doing, Bobby. Anyway.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So, what's the situation with you and Mark Terry now? Are you friends again? Are you going back up there? Or you're not going back up there?
Oh, I just got kicked out because Savage was up there and she didn't want me up there.
Oh wow! So Savage is now the channel owner now.
Basically.
Yeah, she's gonna be the next freaking Waychella, taking over, kicking people
well,
out.
You know what was funny is so I've been waiting for Mark to make an apology to me for things that he said the other day. So he sent me a link this afternoon. I joined it. We had been talking for like an hour prior to him going live. He apologized maybe 3 or 4 times. Everything was fine until Savage got up there. And as soon as she did, I was kicked because I wasn't welcome.
I mean, do you think his apologies are lies just to get back on panel again, or do you think he really is sincere?
Possibly. I mean, I'm definitely like keeping the money thing away from him.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't give nobody on here money. my money stays in my bank account because I'm cheap, and I'm a Scrooge too. So and there's just too many scammers. I don't like giving him money. I wouldn't give him money. I wouldn't give nobody money. Even Tina, I wouldn't give her any money.
Well, yeah. I mean, even prior to the live stream, me and Tina were getting along, and then of course, when someone comes up and doesn't like me, everybody hates me. But I mean, I get it. It's for views and content.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's what people care about on this freaking platform is views and content. I mean, I don't give a shit about views or content. People say I do, but I just don't. I just don't care. I like, as I said, I like coming in a small chat. I don't want to be on a panel with so much freaking yelling and screaming and 200 people in the chat. You can't see shit. I just come on here and just chill on my days off and shit. That's me. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I do think
when I got kicked, I was just going through lives and I saw Noodles up here talking about that stuff. I mean, I wish you would let him back up again. I just have a few questions for him.
If he's here, if he's listening, he can come back up again. I'm fine with that. I got no problem with that. It's just that, like, the problem is when I'm trying to, I just get it just goes a little bit too far on this fucking platform with kids and shit, and I don't want to stay. I want to stay away from that bullshit too, to be honest. So, however,
I mean, I'm trying to stick up for him a little bit. I mean, I know what happened, or I was there when things happened, so I'm just a little curious about a couple things.
Well, if he's still listening, he's more than welcome to come up again, and I'll let him.
I'm sure you scared him away like 40 minutes ago.
No, I don't think he'll still be listening. I'm sure of it, or he'll be around somewhere, or somebody will tell him, because there's always people spying on me, tattling and saying shit. So yeah, I mean, I did it most sincere. I wasn't rude or anything. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. If he wants to come back, he's more than welcome to. That's the best. That's the best I can do for you. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know why you bother with Mark Terry sometimes, the way he treats you and shit. So that's just my opinion. But then again, it's all for shits and giggles, and it's all for drama. Because, like,
well, I've said since day one, and maybe you don't know me as long as I've been here, but I'm here for the entertainment.
Yeah, I had you say that, and that's what that's what I really liked. You're here for the entertainment. You're not here to make friends. And I really like.
Yeah. But when a friend does me wrong, it really hurts me. And I know I've done people wrong, but they weren't necessarily my friends.
Yeah. So. They're just people who associate with. But I mean, I've known you for quite a while. I've seen you. I've heard shit about you. Do I like you? I don't know. I don't know you too well. However, I will say you do come across as a pretty intelligent, level-headed person. I agree with you. You say you're here for entertainment purposes, blah, 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 blah. You also gave Nelly some really good advice over all the shit that's been going on with him. But once again, the guy chooses not to listen again. And I know, and you do make some good videos too. And I think you're good at editing. So, I'm going to say some positive things about you. So there you go.
Oh, thank you. I'm working on the editing thing.
No, no, you can't. I mean, I'm still let out to make videos too, and the editing thing can be a pain in the ass sometimes, because, like, I do all my videos and I do all my memes on my cell phone and shit. But yeah, I mean, you are getting there with the editing, and I think eventually, with a bit of practice, you probably got the potential as being as good as my Dateline, to be honest.
So that would be my goal, my dream goal.
You can do it. You just gotta.
Well, but I do make everything on my phone, because I've tried a few things on my computer, but I'm not a fan of them. I feel like I'm going back to the very beginning.
Yeah, I find it easier. I do all my shit on the phone too. It's easier. I got the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and I got the stylus and shit like that. So I find it really good, using doing shit on my phone. It's so much easier. I hate doing stuff on my computer. Sometimes I have to do stuff on my computer when I can download a YouTube video and I have to premiere it or restream it. But a lot of the time I just download it to my, try and put it on my cell phone, because it's just easier editing and merging shit together. So yeah.
Yeah, but I know there's not as many options as you could have on the computer.
But... Yeah, of course, that too. But I'm sure once you can learn it on the phone, you can have a go at using some of these computer programs too.
I thought about making a new channel
Mm-hmm.
and just making certain videos and getting used to it and then using it eventually. But I don't know. I don't have enough time for that.
Yeah, I know. Time. I mean, time's so hard, and I mean, people think I'm on here. I don't have time to be here like 24/7 like some people are. I work full time. I'm doing a college degree. I have a real life too. So yeah, I get about time.
What are you going to college for?
I'm doing criminal justice degree.
Oh, good. Damn. Okay, don't come after me.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be a lawyer or nothing like that. I mean, I do look. I mean, I do look. I mean, I do enjoy looking at legal things. So, like, one of the things I've been doing is I've been helping a bunch of people with YouTube counterclaims and shit because I've actually mastered how to do that, and I've actually mastered the fair use law and shit. So, I've
Do
helped.
you ever watch like YouTube court, like Zoom court? I mean, especially in the United States, like it's a thing right now, or has been.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, I've seen like lives. I've seen like CPS live on YouTube, and I've seen American court live. I actually prefer watching. I mean, unfortunately, you're not allowed to watch. They don't do British court live on TV, and I prefer watch. I prefer listening to the British courts than I do to the American courts. To be honest,
Well, I mean, the laws can't be that different.
I mean, the laws are. I mean, the laws are a little bit. Yeah, the laws. They have different. Like, the laws are kind of similar but different. And but one of the things I like about the UK courts is they still wear the wigs and shit, so it's a little bit more, bit more fun.
I'm sure you have a lot less crime there as well.
No, there's still crime there. I mean, the only difference is there's a lot less gun crime over there because they don't have guns over there. They just, they have more stabbings over there, but there's still drug charges and thefts and all this shit like that. So.
Oh my gosh! So instead of guns, y'all use knives?
They use knives, yeah. In London, especially if you go to London, there's more knife attacks than guns. I mean, there's no.
Well, you can't really get rid of knives because you need to use them to cook and things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, there's a lot more knife attacks over there, especially in. I mean, there's still shootings over there. There was a shooting not too far from where I'm from in the UK, and it was I think it was like New Year's Eve or something. So you do get the occasional shooting. The only thing you don't get over there is like the school shootings. There was a school shooting once, and it was back in the 80s, I believe, or 90s. It was quite a long time ago, and they already they changed the gun laws and made it, and there's not been a school shooting since.
We had 200 plus school shootings last year.
Yeah. And nothing's. I mean, it's gonna get worse for you guys because nobody wants to take responsibility for gun control, and that's what's gonna happen. I mean,
you can't just sit here and get rid of all the guns. It's never going to happen.
I know it's not.
And then you have like, all these associations with guns in America that, won't allow it to happen, or will protest it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not going to happen because you have the Second Amendment and shit. I get it. So yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Wait, so what is Dave 25 going to court again for?
Cyber stalking and crank phone calls.
So why is he making a mistake by being on Marks right now?
Because he's an idiot.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah. He's like the Wish.com version of Kid behind the camera. He thinks he's a YouTube celebrity, and
it's not Wish.com anymore. It's Temu.
Was it really? I didn't know they changed it.
No, it's the new version of it.
Oh, okay. Well, he's like the teamy version. Okay, he's the teamy version of kid behind the camera. But I was just saying talk about guns and shit. I never went to school in the UK and worrying about getting shot or nothing like that. There was nothing like that when I went to school.
It
Welcome
wasn't.
back, Emia. Yeah.
It wasn't that way when I went to school either.
So something's happening. I mean, something's going on in society that's triggering all these people. So yeah.
The only thing that happened, I guess, well, there would be quite a few school shootings, but I was never worried about it. But the one that started it, I guess, would be Columbine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're in the Chicago area. Did you get to do you live in the suburbs of Chicago, or do you live in the city?
Yeah, the suburbs.
So did you go? So you didn't go to a school in the main city of Chicago or anything like that?
No, but I mean, if you asked anyone who went to school during the same time that I went to school, they were never worried about school shootings. We were worried about tornadoes, fires.
That makes sense. Because I did see on the news some tornadoes in Chicago. I wonder if it hit Alba, but was it near you, or was you safe? Or
well, Columbine happened in 1999. But really, it didn't get. So I graduated in 2006. So I would say after that, it really got bad. Sometime after that.
Oh wow. But yeah, I do miss. Yeah, it's all like. But yeah, it's life's a lot. I mean, compared to US, and like life in England's a lot different. So, I mean, there's so many different things. But yeah, I mean, I've never been shot or nothing. Never been stabbed. Never broken a bone so far. Touch wood. The only thing.
I mean, MER, are you here?
Yes, she's here.
Yes.
So you're younger than me, right?
No. Oh no, I'm older, honey.
You're older? Were you ever worried about school shootings when you were in school?
Well, yeah.
Really?
I mean, it was a little. Yeah, we didn't have the one in my town, but I remember when the Columbine incident happened. Their security got a little bit stricter, and then we had to search our bags and stuff like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Don't wear jackets, couldn't have book bags, water, nothing.
Yep.
Columbine happened April 20th, 1999 at 11:30.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I guess my schools didn't really worry about that. Nor was I worried about it.
Hi, Bobby.
I mean, just like recently when we had that Uvalde shooting, that right there got like my attention to all.
And so did the Amish school shooting too.
Yep.
Coach Ism's my favorite dude.
They did a movie about that Amish one. Columbine, they did 2 movies, I think, 2 or 3 movies. And a documentary too.
Did you see the recent one that was made? Shoot, hold on. It was actually really, really good.
Only one they haven't done is Virginia Tech yet. They have not done a movie on that one yet.
Well, no, this was like falsified. It's called The Fallout. But it was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
But a good movie. Anywho, can we like not talk about this subject?
You can talk about whatever you want.
I mean,
it's just a little depressing.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
we just talk about a bunch of random stuff on the stream. I'm a random person, so we can just talk about anything.
We talk about sex, drugs, and pimps and hoes.
So you can talk about whatever you want, Bobby. Feel free. Wow. I don't care. No, we don't talk about sex or drugs, not like that.
I'm joking.
So anyway, so I know you're a bit of a stoner. What's your favorite blend of weed and shit like that? Bobby? What kind of weed do you like?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. What kind of weed do you like? What's your favorite blend?
I mostly sativa. I don't know. That's a hard question. That's like asking me what my favorite cake is.
Oh, well, I mean, I got my favorite cake. I like red velvet cake. That's my
Everybody
favorite
else
cake.
likes that cake.
That's my favorite cake. But yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Too. That and Oreo cake too.
I would say, honestly, Pineapple Express is my favorite.
Because like I've been to the dispensaries in Las Vegas, and I've got high. I like getting high. I get high in Las Vegas between the heat and getting high. It's great. But yeah, do you like do a vape pen? Do you do edibles?
No edibles. I don't like that high.
Oh, okay.
I've strictly gone to vape recently just because it lasts a lot longer, even though I love flower.
Yeah, well,
it's expensive here in Illinois.
Yeah, because it's all taxed. Tax.
Yeah, we have 33.3% tax.
Wow. So the sales tax in England is included in the price. So the sales tax in England is 20% tax.
Wait, you guys are legalized in England?
No. Unfortunately not. Okay. Medical marijuana is legal on the National Health Service. That's about it. You get a prescription.
Well, yeah, but they don't tax medical here.
Yeah. So could you get a medical card over there to not get it taxed?
I could. My brother has one. I haven't thought about doing it yet, but I mean it's worth it. It's $300 for 3 years, which will save me a whole bunch of money.
I was gonna say that will save you a bunch. That will save you a bunch of money because I would qualify. I would qualify it. I would qualify it because I've got I suffer with non-stop nausea sometimes, and I got arthritis in my knees. So I could definitely benefit from medical marijuana.
It depends on the state, but yeah. I mean it's pretty easy. All you have to do is do an online Zoom call with a doctor.
Yeah.
And they'll prescribe it to you.
Oh wow.
You know what it is over here is the state only wants your money. They don't care how they get it.
Same as the UK. Gas is tax. When you buy gas at the pump, it's 90% tax. Beer and alcohol is taxed to hell too. So, yeah.
Right.
So yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's all they're only after money. But if the federal and U.S. government made it legal, that deficit will be paid off. Same as the UK. The UK will be out of debt if it was just legalized and put a tax on it. Yeah. They would make so much money tax. They could fix potholes in the roads.
I think that.
Yeah. The problem is there's just too many fossils and dinosaurs taking bribes and power and shit.
Okay, let me give you statistics here.
Okay, go on.
Hold on.
I'm here.
But yeah, it could. I mean, that's all these states in the U.S. could actually make it legal, and there'll be so much money available for the states and the federal government. I mean, I went to the world's biggest dispensary in Las Vegas, Planet 13, and I went to another smaller dispensary which was a lot cheaper. But boy, yeah, the tax was ridiculous. I had to show my passport as ID, and yeah.
Over there in Vegas, the cigarettes is so high.
You should see it. You should see it in England. I mean, I was there. I mean, one time my dad was filling his car up, and it was it's probably so in England it's $20 US dollars now for a pack of 20 cigarettes.
Oh, Jesus.
And my dad was filling his car up with diesel. Probably cost him over $100 to fill his car up. Because it's like,
damn.
Yeah. And then the utility bills, like electric and gas, because of the shit going on with Russia, they've increased the electric bills and the gas bill, the natural gas bills. They've gone up 300%. And the government just calls it the cost of living crisis. So, so that's what the government calls it now. It's like this whole inflation shit's going on all over the world too, not just the US. It's all over the world.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Nope.
But yeah, which is kind of crazy. So how's your day been, MEI? Have you had a good day today?
Yeah, I've been doing all right. A little pain, but I'm all right.
Yeah, life's a pain. I swear.
I need some weed.
Yeah. Don't we all?
But,
if people stop voting for backwards politicians, it'll be eventually be legalized. That's all I got to say.
Okay, I found what I needed.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so statistically, as of I think this is February of 2023, Illinois makes $1 million or $143 million a month in cannabis sales.
Wow.
And you think that takes care of everything?
That's just 1 month.
1 month.
What's the and how much of that is tax?
It's.
Well, guys, I want to let you go. I got a phone call coming in.
30. So.
Fine.
So that's what their income is, and then say it's 30% tax. That's about $42 million a month, times 12. That's like $514 million.
Oh, okay. So that's only recreational, by the way.
Yeah. I must say,
medically,
yeah,
they make $31.4 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even on that money, think of all the think of all the teachers, all the school books, all the roads and
infrastructure. You think that's where that goes to?
Probably not, but it should. Yeah, I know a small percentage of it is taxed, but you can still do a lot. You can still do a lot with that money on education and teachers and paying for teachers and shit.
Yeah, but that's not what they're using it for. Who knows what the fuck they're using it for?
Exactly, but what? Yeah. Which is kind of depends. It all depends.
Illinois is third in the country. So first is California, then Colorado, then Illinois.
Then is it ever going to be legal in a lot of other states soon?
Yeah. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, I believe. But I think more are being. I think Maryland just went medical or recreational, or technically legal.
So is it a lot? Is it a lot of it political too? It's more legalized in Democratic states compared to Republican states.
Yes and no. I think it's more. It comes up on the bill in those states, but I think if the state needs money, like Illinois did, that it's more recognized versus in each parties.
So it's like sports betting legal in Illinois. You can bet on the horses and football online.
Yes, in Illinois it is.
Okay, cool. because like like in England, I can go to like you can get like the high street in England on the like every town will have a bunch of betting shops. You can just go walk into a shop in England, bet on football, soccer, horses and shit. So yeah, we got like casinos and there's like casinos and sports betting in England and shit.
Well, up until recently, we only used to have water casinos.
Mm-hmm. I like the water boats and shit.
Correct.
I got you. Yeah, because of the crazy laws. I mean,
I think like 5 years ago they changed that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have casinos all over the fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk into any gas station and gamble.
Mm-hmm.
But again, they're making money.
Yeah, of course. It's always money making. That's all they want you for. Money.
Yeah, but they're not using the money for. I mean, it's not changing the state. I'll say that.
I got you. But yeah, I was just going through my photo. I was just going through my photos of Vegas, and I was just looking at the strain of weeds I bought because I just bought like a vape. I just bought like a vape pen because it's just easier. It's just easier being on the strip of a vape pen and messing about with joints and carrying flour.
Yeah, but you can walk around with anything in Vegas and not be in trouble.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah. When did you go?
I went the year of COVID in 2020, and I went back again in 2021.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I haven't been for 2 years. So no, I've been to quite a few. I've been all over Europe. I've been all over. I've been to a few places in the States too. So yeah.
Where did you stay in Vegas?
And the first time I went to Vegas, I stayed in New York, New York.
Nice.
And then the second time I went, I had a complimentary night in Mandalay Bay. So I did 2 nights in Mandalay Bay, paid for one night, and then I had 2 complimentary nights in New York, New York. So yeah.
Did you ride the roller coasters?
I did not. I don't like roller coasters. The first time I went, I was like watching the people. I was like watching the people out the roller coaster out my window, and I was outside, and all you could hear was the screams and the screams and the screams and the screams.
Yeah, the outdoor roller coaster. Nope, that was a lie.
Yeah. I've actually got a phobia about I've got like a phobia about roller coasters, Barbie. To be honest, I'm scared of them. I'm scared of the things. I went on one with my ex-girlfriend in this place in England, and oh my god, I was screaming. I could not wait to get out that shit again. The things you do for love when you're a teenager. So
I think that's like the coolest thing though about that hotel. Yeah. I've never stayed there. I've never visited, but I would like to ride the roller coasters.
It's actually not a bad hotel, to be honest. The location is great. They've actually started to renovate the rooms too.
Yeah.
So like the first time I went, I just got an Uber. I got an Uber there, and I spent a few nights there, and it was great. It's a nice small casino. To look, and there's plenty to eat and shit in that place, so it's not too bad. The only thing I didn't like about Mandalay Bay was it was kind of at the end of the strip, so it was like a pain in the ass to get to stuff. But there's like a Target. There's now a Target on the strip, and it's not too far from New York, New York. So if you ever need shit, and you got like the Target debit card, you can get like water and drinks and a little bit of food from Target and get that 10% off, and it's cheaper than the CVS and Walgreens. So yeah, the locations. Oh my god,
really CVS and Walgreens in Vegas are ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was excited for the Target to come. To be honest, but yeah, I went just after. I was supposed to go just before COVID started. And I was watching Rosie O'Kelly and being in Vegas, and I was like flying out the next day. And I was watching
fire.
I don't know what it is.
No.
I was watching
Doesn't.
Fremont Street close, and they were turning the lights off. So I thought, I don't think I'm gonna be going to Vegas. So I had to call Delta and get my flights cancelled and shit. So I ended up going back.
That was my next question. Did you go and see Fremont Street?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the first day I went there, I got there like 6:30 on a Sunday morning, and or some stupid time like that. And then I did online check-in, and as soon as the plane landed, I got notification from the hotel saying my room was ready. So I went to the room. I had the win buffet.
They have it ready that early?
Yeah, because it was COVID.
Dude, okay, you were lucky.
Yeah, 6:30 in the morning. I got a text saying my room was open.
Normally, you have to wait until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, no, I never had to wait. Honestly, I got off that plane at 6:30 in the morning Vegas time or some stupid time like that. Or
did you have to wear a mask the entire time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it had just reopened. The only buffet open was the Wynn buffet, and they were doing like table service where you could order off the menu. So you just read what you wanted off the menu, and they would just bring the food to you. You could order as much as you like for like 2 hours. And it was like there was like a lot of places where it was just opening up again. There was like lot of queues for certain restaurants and shit, but it was like empty. Fremont Street. I did go to Fremont Street, and it was kind of quiet. I did go back a year later, and it was a lot more busier. I did go the first time I went as well. I did go on a tour on the Grand Canyon as well. I went to the West Rim. It's like Native American land. I went on the skywalk where you walk over the Grand Canyon on this glass.
Have you been to the Hoover Dam?
Sorry?
Have you been to the Hoover Dam?
It was closed when we drove past it.
Oh, okay.
Because of COVID. COVID just messed stuff up so much. The second time I went, I didn't bother doing no trips or nothing. I just stayed in Vegas, but it was a lot more lively a year later. The Cosmopolitan buffet was open. I went to the aquarium at Mandalay Bay. I got free tickets because of some app I use, and I got complimentary tickets to too. So to Madame Tussauds Waxworks too. So I did a lot of stuff for free. The whole trip cost me under $200 for like 5 days.
Wait, but how much does it take you to fly?
It ain't that bad. Because I was in the States at the time, it didn't take too long.
So. Are you still in the States?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was in the States at the time, I was on the East Coast, so it took a little while. So I had to I flew from Detroit, so.
What were you doing in the States? Like business or work?
A bit of business.
Okay.
So I'll tell you something. Give me a second. But I flew from Detroit, so it's only I think it's like 3 hours from Detroit. It's only like 3 hours from Detroit.
It's like 3 hours and 45 minutes from here.
That's not too bad. I've been to O'Hare Airport before.
Oh yeah, how'd you like it?
I never got the airport's okay. I never got to go to the city.
No, the airport is like literally.
It's big.
You can't do what you want. You have to get your luggage.
Yeah.
If you have like a returning flight, get your luggage, get back on. You have to wait like 3-4 hours to get through security. It's ridiculous.
Hey Bobby, check the private chat on the StreamYard. So I'm trying to explain something to you.
Oh, okay. Ah, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, that's why. That's kind of thing about that's why. So
my bad.
That's okay. That's okay. So yeah. So like last time I was flying back, I was flying to Chicago. I ended up flying to Chicago from London, and I was on one of those Dreamliner planes. It was all right, and I had a bunch of chocolate in my carry-on baggage, and a bunch of like chips and a bunch of shit from England because everybody at work wanted me to bring some UK chocolate in and shit. So I had this whole, I got through customs and immigration fine, no problems. And then of course, freaking flying international is a pain in the arse coming back to the States too because you get the freaking
So
Spanish.
you went to O'Hare International. That is a whole different story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so I went to O'Hare International. I had to go through freaking immigration and shit like that, and then I had to go, onto a domestic flight to go to where I was going to, and the freaking TSA freaking flagged my bag because it was full of chocolate, and they wanted me to open it, and I had all this.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Freaking pain in the bloody ass.
Yes. Midway or Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's actually much better. If you need to come to the States again, I'd fly into Milwaukee. It's not that far from Chicago. It's like hour.
It's because of where it's what I do is when I fly like internationally and shit, I just go by the cheapest flight. Unless it's a domestic flight, I'm kind of loyal to like one airline. I try.
Hold on 1 second.
Boy.
Hey. I wonder what Dave 25 has been saying on Marks. I mean,
God, house arrest.
I know. Hey, Karen. By the way, I did say hello earlier. Sorry, we're just talking a bunch of shit. Hey, special bags. Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
I know. But I know, like one day Mr. T is saying he's got a community strike. The next day he's saying he's not, and he's trying to build your backup channel. If you've got monetization on a main channel, you use that channel to make the freaking money from. I mean, I'm not going to go live on a non-backup. I'm not going to go live on a non-backup channel. No way.
I don't know why.
Because I don't want to build that channel. Yeah. All right, the cash continues. All right, stay safe, special bags, shit like that.
All right, bye, bird. So.
Yeah, that's the special. That's special. That's special bags. I always call him special bags. He's probably one of the. that's the one with the clone account's nicer than the real account holder. To be honest.
I know, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely the one. That's definitely the one. So.
Oh boy.
I know.
Can't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Man. So I don't know what was going on earlier. I missed the first part of it.
You didn't miss too much on the stream. To be honest, I was just talking about the Dave 25 court case. To be honest, so I was just going through it. So he's got like
when that dude came in, what happened? Like he was talking about kids again. I hate that shit, man.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't like. A lot of people don't like him. However, I believe if I'm talking about somebody, I'm going to give them a chance to have this say. You know what I mean? I don't want to be known. I don't want to be like a kangaroo court. So I'm gonna let him have his say, and if it gets too far, I'm gonna kick them off. Same as I've done the same with Cactus. I've done the same with Jake. When them two were getting into it, I just kicked them both off panel because I don't want to. I don't need this kind of conversation in my chat. To be honest, I've said it many times. I'm liable for who comes on my chat. So
exactly.
That's the way I have to. that's the way I have to do things. To be honest.
I mean, you have to do what you gotta do as you're a host in this channel.
I have to protect the integrity of my chat. Here's Jake now. So here we go. Hey Jake.
What's up?
Not much. How's it going?
Mm-hmm.
You doing all right?
I just got in. I was wondering why you're talking about you're liable for who's on your panel.
No, because I had Noodles come on earlier. We were talking about Noodles, and I end up him giving the royal boot because shit was just getting too far. It's just getting too far with kids and shit, and I don't want to be known. I like to keep my distance myself away from that shit. You know how it is on this fucking community. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
I respect what you're saying, like we can't be 100% all the time on our panels, I mean, like I was just listening to Noodles like just now for the last 10 minutes, and suddenly you could hear Leo's daughter in the background. It's like people were bitching and moaning at me that fucking Gamer was on my panel last night, and you could hear his brother or whatever in the background talking. It's like, well, they're not on my panel, but
they're not on your they're not on your panel. You're not having you're not having a conversation with them. They're not having a conversation with you. People are always going to have background, whether it's your wife shouting at you, your boyfriend shouting at you, your dog barking at you.
I mean, because I did, okay, I listened. I could hear the kid in the background, and I thought to myself, should I put a stop to Gamer being on the panel right now because you can hear his brother in the background? But the only thing that was happening on my panel was it was a conversation between Gamer and Larry about his guitar.
Yeah.
So there was no R-rated, there was no inappropriate conversation, it was all about Gamer's guitar.
Yeah.
So there was nothing wrong with the content, if you know what I mean, for the situation. If we had been like talking a whole lot of trash, I might have done something about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But all they were talking about was Larry was explaining things about his guitar to Gamer, It's like, so where really was there any harm in that situation? But I don't know. Bitches are gonna bitch. They always will.
Of course, everyone's going to bitch. There was a clone account of me going around today in 2 Girls 1 Chat.
I heard about that.
Yeah, going on about my stuttering, so I know who that was.
You stutter? I've never noticed.
Oh, according to Dennis, I do. Nelly, yeah.
Oh, but they used to say that I stuttered as well. So
yeah,
because I'd be trying to find the words. Like they took that as a stutter, but I was actually just struggling to find words.
Yeah, I mean, I get like that too. My mind goes blank. My mind goes blank too.
I mean, like sometimes you're sitting there like
yeah,
trying to think of what the word you're trying to say, but that's not a stutter.
Yeah, it's just a mind block. I had an online doctor's appointment today, and there was a word I couldn't remember, and I completely forgot that too.
But even if you do stutter, so fucking what?
Yeah, I know, and I've told Dan, freaking idiot. I said I've been doing it for my whole freaking life. I don't care. It's part of me. I mean, it's always been there. I mean, I lived with it for freaking over 40 years.
So I would rather have a bit of a stutter than be a fucking crybaby who rage quits fucking YouTube every fucking day.
Exactly. Definitely. Definitely.
Hey, Emmy, you don't have to ignore that I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. No, just music, so I want you to talk,
Oh, no, I'm just being a cheeky fucker.
Nothing wrong with being cheeky.
And who's B?
Nothing wrong.
Barbie girl.
Barbie
girl. Oh, shit. You got Barbie guy up here? I'm a Barbie guy in a Barbie world. I am plastic.
They had the movie out.
My friends.
I know.
Has she donated to you yet, bro?
She should be. I'm not monetized. I don't take donations. I'm not any bigger. I'm nowhere near being monetized. You know, I'm not a YouTube celebrity.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just a modest person. Hey, Loopy After Dark.
You are a YouTube celebrity, not like the fake one that runs around saying they're a celebrity.
Oh, you mean Dave 25? Yeah. You know he was in court today.
Oh, apparently Mark Terry posted a video something about he's in jail, but he's on probation.
He's not in jail. He's got house arrest, probation, and community service. That's about it.
Like, yeah. I particularly don't look up fucking people's court things and that unless I'm like, it's someone that I'm really truly interested in, and like I'm not really truly interested in Dave.
I was interested in the whole court case, to be honest. That's just I like. Yeah. Well, I like I'm studying criminal justice. I like learning about that shit, and I want to be a lawyer judge. I want to be a YouTube lawyer judge too. That's why I've been helping people with. That's why I've been helping people with counterclaims and shit. I love doing that shit. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you know that Loopy After Dark is sexy?
I did not know that. But yeah, we need to have a chat one day about who's the most sexiest girls in this community.
I'm serious. One time on my panel, I closed my eyes and like Loopy was on my panel, and all I could see was just this beautiful, sexy woman.
A human potato. Oh my god.
I have no idea what they look like.
Cactus was on here earlier, Loopy After Dark. So yeah. But yeah, I helped them. Cactus got his counterclaim through to YouTube for the 4 fake strikes that Nelly did to him. So he should have his channel back by next week.
Good.
But yeah,
I do have a question for Barbie Girl if she ever wants to like unmute herself. I want to know what service provider she uses for her phone. And it's not a doxing type reason or anything like that. Barbie. Oh, that's right. She told Mark Terry she'll never talk to me again. No, it's like every time I phone Barbie when I'm live streaming, the fucking ring, like you know how like you can hear it ringing someone. Yeah. When I ring her, I get a copyright strike, like a claim.
Oh, it's got to be her ringtone then.
Like,
because sometimes when you call phone numbers in the States, they can have like instead of a ringtone, it plays like a music kind of thing.
No, hers is. I'm pretty sure hers is just a normal ring. Here, I'll do it in my ear quietly, not on mute, just so you can't hear it.
All right.
But I'm pretty sure it's just a normal fucking ring.
Because like my phone has music on as a ringtone. Let me call my phone for my text me now number.
Yeah, hers is just the normal you know what I mean? Just the normal.
Weird.
But when I phone her, when I'm live streaming, if I play the sound of it ringing her, I get a copyright claim. And that's what the timestamp goes to, the ringing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's fucking getting me fucking like, it's not her, but it's like fucking, because I know who does the claim. It's some fucking organization thing, but they've copyrighted that sound.
Weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is it like similar to a YouTube video or something? Because like because some of these artists will let you play songs sometimes, but some of them will let you use it on YouTube. But if you play like I believe the certain artists you don't play, otherwise you do get a copyright kind of strike.
I just think it's funny that when I phone Barbie, I get a fucking copyright claim.
And it's just Barbie. It's nobody else.
It's not her. It's her ringtone.
Yeah, it's got.
I mean the fucking the You know, whatever the fuck the noise is. I don't want to play it now because you'll get one. You know what I mean?
I don't care. I'm not monetized, so what are they going to do to me?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if I did, you would get a copyright claim, and you fucking look at the timestamp; it'll lead to that moment.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird. I can ring you. I can ring the White House. I can ring fucking this person, that person, this person. None of them get a copyright claim. But I phone Barbie, I get a copyright claim.
Weird.
That's weird. That's weird.
It's like, what are you doing, Barbie? What are you doing? But I might get going so that she'll unmute and talk to you again. I just thought I haven't been up here for a while, so I'll come and say hello.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming up. How was your KFC yesterday?
Oh, did you see the picture, mate?
I did not see it. No, I need to check it out.
They gave me this chicken wing, and I'm telling you, I'm not trying to talk about kids, but this chicken would have been like a baby chicken. Like the chicken wing was so small.
Yeah.
Like I sat there looking at it thinking, was that chicken even of age to be killed?
I get you.
It's like, it was so small, if you get what I'm saying. Like you know, we all eat chicken wings all the time, but this one was so small. You know, I was like, is it even a chicken?
Is it on your community post?
Oh no, I just posted it on my channel, but when I was streaming, but a picture of it towards the end of my stream, probably the last 20 minutes, I posted a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it later.
I didn't show the actual little piece of chicken because I was like, I'm not posting that. That'll fucking look disgustingly stupid. Because I'm like, how the fuck can they even call that a piece of chicken? It was so small.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's like fucking, like if you're used to eating like a rat, but suddenly they feed you a mouse. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they breed some of these chickens. I mean, they can actually breed some of these chickens to be so big, too. Like you buy
having fried chicken right now.
Yeah, I had it yesterday. It was all right. I wasn't too impressed with it, to be honest. So.
Oh, the chicken tenders I got were beautiful, but they always are.
Yeah.
The rest of it was just average, but it was all right.
So, the problem is, it depends what time you go and who cooks it and who the freaking cook is at the time too, and how long.
Well, I timed it to be there for lunch, so
yeah.
But I'll go back again next week for another lunch. So.
But yeah, I've definitely had better. So like, you know, I've been in the States before, and I've had some of the best fried chicken I've had come from a gas station. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Yep.
They used to have these other fucking fried chicken joints, country fried chicken or something they called it, and like little stores would put like a little cubicle up, you know, with the heat thing, and they'll have chicken and fries and shit like that, you know. But that seems to not be as popular around all the time now. So
honestly, the best. Honestly, the best fried chicken I've had, the best chicken tenders I've had have been from a gas station, and they've been big. I mean, petrol station, gas station, and it's been.
Be careful, Loopy, on that hammock.
Yeah.
Okay, but I've got to go, bro. Have a good stream.
Right. Thank you all. Thank you so much, Jake. Have a good night.
Bye. Nice to see you again, Emia.
Nice to see you again. Take care.
Take care.
All right.
But yeah, talking about bloody KFC. I do love me some fried chicken.
You should try Churches, honey.
I've never had Churches yet. It's new to me.
Oh, they're so good. I'm telling you, they make KFC look like piece of shit. Popeyes, if you like spiciness, you can
I do like
Popeyes.
I do like Popeye. So I've had Popeyes, I've had Bojangles, and I've had KFC, and I've had gas station chicken. So,
you know, the only place that we never had it here, I know there's certain states they do have it. It's called Jubilees or Jubilees. A Filipino fried chicken place. I heard that shit is good. I never tried it, but I wish we had it here in the States too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, but yeah, it all depends. It all depends on who. A lot of it just depends on who cooks it, because you get some bad.
Oh yeah.
You get some
Oh
bad
yeah.
unless you've had the original wings. So what's the best? What's the best place then?
Oh,
Hey,
damn. I miss Jake.
You miss Jake? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was talking to the CIA.
That's okay.
That's all
Like,
right.
what was you talking about? I'd be nosy. Who the CIA? Is that like somebody on YouTube? You mean, or
What?
who's the CIA? Who's the CIA?
You're obvious. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. I know you went talking to
Sorry.
Diana. That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just having a blonde moment, Barbie. We're just talking about. Yeah, Jake came and went, and now we're talking about fried chicken.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, he left the stank in the room.
Well, yeah, he wanted. I don't know. I think Jake did want to say hello to you.
Oh, come back up here, Jake. What was he even speaking about?
We were just talking about. I don't know what were we talking about, Emmy? We were talking about his KFC and how his chicken wing was the tiniest wing, and then we were just talking about Dave 25, and that's just about that, really.
Yeah.
That was the gist of it, really. And I was just telling him the best fried chicken I've ever had has come from a gas station.
Well, I only had like a 10-minute call.
That's all right. Well, he was only on here for like 10 minutes. He said he's got to go and things to do. So that was about it.
Yep.
If a government agency calls me, I have to answer.
Uh-huh. I don't answer to nobody.
Yep.
So, hey, Brandon Bear, hope you're doing all well. I am pagan and you have a shining personality. I'm an atheist and I have a great personality. There you go. I don't really. I'm just me. I'm just me and modest. And that's about it.
Yesterday, Generic Troll, I had a comment from the mall cop.
Uh-huh.
He said, "No, you are cause all you ever do is every one of your streams about Nelly." What the fuck?
Oh, the mole. Oh, that was for Brandon.
Yeah, that was the
I know.
mall cop.
But they kind of are, Amir. I mean, all you do is go live and talk shit about Nelly. If you went live and talked something else, I mean, I know you get triggered by what Nelly does, so that's what causes you to go live.
Yeah. But I just ignore him.
No, you don't.
Well, I did now.
Okay.
I mean, we've been talking about him lately in this stream, so, I mean, it's like every time he says something, well, I have to react. I have to put on my community post, he said, "Oh, my ex-girlfriend." I'm not your ex. Since when we've been dating?
Both of you have been going back and forth for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
You can't say no to that.
Yeah. I mean, we've been friends. That's it.
And I just wish I could. I wish I could have gone live yesterday, but unfortunately, I just physically couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I had to take this freaking. No, I got like the nausea shit I normally get. I was out of, and I had something else that I can use for nausea, and it just knocks you out. So I was like, I would have sounded so drunk and groggy and awful last night if I went live last night. So I just thought, sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I just ended up going. I just went. I'm having an early night. Went to bed. Left my phone. I didn't even bother listening to YouTube or nothing. I just couldn't be arsed with it. So Yeah. Just could not be bothered with YouTube or anything. So yeah, just because I've started leaving my phone charging at night time now. I'm not taking it to bed with me because I just don't want it. Because it just causes so much. It could just cause so much distraction, you know. So that's that. Before Bobby left, we were talking about Vegas. So where did you stay in Vegas, Bobby?
Treasure Island.
That's the one with the big that's the one with the big treasure ship outside.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a Mexican place there. Yeah, I've walked past that. I've walked past that many a time.
Senor Frogs.
Yeah, that's it. Senor Frogs. Yeah. Did you ever go and eat in there?
I did.
Is it any good?
It is, but actually, I've been to Senor Frogs in Cancun. Much better.
Of course. I've never been to Mexico. I've never been to Cancun. The only places I've been to that's hot and decent is Spain. I've been to the Costa del Sol and the Costa del Blanca. So when I was
that's way better than Cancun.
when I was living in when I was living I was in England and shit. I actually did my internship in Spain, so with college for 2 weeks, and yeah, that was great. That was a great place, the Costa del Sol. Sitting there in an office designing web pages, facing the Mediterranean Sea, working 4 hours a day and having a siesta. That was great. That was heaven. They were the days. No, but I've never been to Mexico, never been to Mexico, never been to Cancun. I'm sure it's nice there, but I think Vegas is my favorite place in the States, to be honest.
Well, I wouldn't suggest going to Mexico these days, but
yeah. I don't know. I just kind of want to, I just want to experience it and see for myself,
Have you ever been to Texas?
I've never been to Texas.
It's hot.
You gotta go to San Antonio. That is cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Riverwalk.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
I'm from Texas. Don't mess with Texas.
Texas. Yep.
Yeah,
it's a good old drive here.
Nope, never been to Texas yet. So.
Well, I want to go to Houston. I want to go to Dallas, San Antonio. Yeah. I've been to all that.
Houston, and I think, I probably got to go to Houston. Houston and Dallas, maybe, and then I want to go to one of the border towns too, what's the place? What's it? Oh, I forgot what the bloody place is called. Where Elbow was, and he would have crossed the border. He was in Texas.
One?
He was in Texas the other year. I have to pull a map over Texas because I don't remember the name. It was near the border. It was a big city
Galveston.
by the border. Isn't it Alabama?
No, Galveston is Texas.
Well, it wasn't Galveston. I think it began with a P, possibly. I'll have to pull up the map. I know it when I see it.
Port Arthur?
Nope. Oh, where the hell was he? It wasn't Houston. It wasn't Galveston.
Hold on, let me check.
What the bloody hell was it called? It wasn't Amarillo. It was the Mexican border. Because wasn't Mexico part? Wasn't Texas originally part of Mexico originally?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
I don't even remember where the hell it was. It wasn't San Antonio. It was. He was way on the friggin' border. He was way on the border, and he would do his lives, and he was right by the border. And I forgot what it was called.
Are you talking about the town that Matthew McConaughey grew up in?
Nope. I wouldn't even know who the hell that is, to be honest.
Oh, shame on you.
Oh, I'm from another bloody country. What do you expect?
I really need to look up the Texas map.
I am looking at it. I'm looking at it now.
Is it Presidio?
Nope. I don't even remember what the bloody hell, where the hell he was.
That's where the border is.
Yeah, there was a place he was on the board. He was on the border. And it was like
Presidio.
It was like a big city in Texas, and he was right on the border. And it was a city, and I don't remember what it was called.
All right, are we talking about the ocean or like inland?
Inland.
Okay.
There's Laredo. There's Eagle Pass.
Okay,
Laredo,
I got it. It was El Paso. There you go.
El Paso? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, El Paso. Oh yeah, that's so many immigrants there.
Yeah. Because he always talked about wanting to live in Mexico. I'm gonna say Mexico, and how
God.
I mean, the only good thing about crossing the border maybe is like if the medication's cheaper there compared to your prescription charges.
Dental too.
All right, you go live in Mexico and see how that works.
I don't want to go live there. I would sooner live in. I would sooner live in Spain if I could live in because
Spain would be much better than Mexico.
Because the problem is because of a bunch of racist arseholes in the UK voted us out the European Union. I've lost my right to reside in all these European countries now because of a bunch of dickheads. So yeah. Hey, good night, Loopy, if you're still here. Port Arthur, never heard of the place. Tasmania. I always want to go to Australia and New Zealand too. I've got family in Australia.
Go visit Jake.
Maybe one day I will. You never know. I'm sure Jake can take me to the lake for a few beers in KF bloody C. But yeah, no, I always want to go to But we grew up on England and Australian soap operas, so I always wanted to move to Australia because of the.
Are you kidding me?
What? I always wanted to move to Australia because I used to watch Neighbours when I was a kid.
You used to watch soap operas?
In England, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw up.
British soaps are not like Australian soap operas.
All right, Amir, you know about soap operas, right? In America.
What? The football?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
Soap operas.
Soap operas in America. Have you ever seen one?
Oh yeah.
They are awful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So why the hell are you watching New Zealand soap opera?
Because they were Australian soap operas. We used to get Neighbours. It was Australian soap opera. It was great. Neighbours used to be great back then. Because England was so depressing with the weather, and British soap operas were kind of great too, with some great storylines.
The American soap operas back then, like in the 80s and 90s, they were pretty good.
I know they still exist.
Yeah, I know. They're awful.
Yeah,
the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Oh
the young
God,
and the
these are lives will never. Yeah, then they're not gonna cancel, and they're gonna continue.
My mom still watches that shit.
Wow.
I came home the other day and she was watching it, and I'm like,
yeah,
this stuff is still on.
Yeah.
My mom, she used to watch those Spanish soap operas back then. I mean, they were good back then, but now it's just like very cheesy. It's so boring.
Australian soaps. We should get all kinds of Australian programs. Brand in the Bed, The Young Doctors, Home and Away, Neighbours, Prisoner. We used to call it Prisoner Cell Block H. It's called. We made it. It's on Netflix. It's called Wentworth, but it was originally called Prisoner. But yeah, we used to get loads of freaking Australian shit. But yeah, nah. But yeah, I used to always wanted to move to Australia. Always wanted to move to a sunny climate because like the weather in England was just depressing, and that is why.
Yeah. It's wintertime down there in Australia, so.
Yeah, but it don't get as cold as it does it don't get as cold or miserable. You know, It's like, you would have 2 weeks in Spain on the beach and shit, and then you would fly. And I said this before. You would fly back to England. And it'll be dull, grey, wet, and depressing. And then you'd have to take. Then you would have to take. Then you'd have to take Prozac because it was so freaking depressing being back in England in the wet, miserable weather. It's awful.
It's foggy, and
yeah. I haven't watched Home and Away.
I mean, you don't even know shit about snow.
Nope. But we had a snow in 2021.
Yeah, like what? Like a centimeter?
So we're maybe about, at that time we had like an inch or maybe like 3 inches of war.
Give me a break.
Yeah. I know y'all cold weather's worse.
It's bad. I know. I've seen it at Chicago. Chicago's bad in the winter. I've seen the weather there. I mean, it's
so bad that
I mean, it gets cold.
So bad that the toilets got froze.
I mean, it gets so bad in the States compared to England that it's colder in the States in winter than it ever is in England. I mean, we never had. I mean, there was one time. I mean, when I was going to school in England, we never had snow days or nothing.
We didn't have snow days either.
Yeah. I mean, the only time they closed school down was 2 reasons
Just
for me.
Just a new thing.
Yeah, one was the teachers.
People are too much of a vagina to go out. Sorry.
The reason why they closed school down for me was the teachers were on strike. And then one time when I was in high school, the school had no power, and the electric company had to cut a cable, had to dig up the playground to put a cable in the playground or something to get the power back to the school, and that was it. But it was like mostly the teachers were on strike, and that's why that was the only time we missed school. And that used to happen a lot in the 1980s. God, that sounds so old. So I'm old. So so Bobby's the youngest here. Then it's MER. Then it's me because I'm like in my mid-40s. So there you go.
No, I thought MER was younger than me.
Yeah.
No, I'm older, honey.
You're the youngest here. I'm the old man here.
I'm in my 40s.
Okay. I don't want to be the youngest.
Oh, you don't have to be. I'll pretend I'm 21.
I sound young.
I'll be 21. I'll just lie about my age, so I'm the youngest now. There you go.
I sound young.
So 16 see Australia winter. I mean, that's a nice winter, a nice mild. I mean, I like a nice mild winter. I don't like it. I don't like it too cold. I hate, like in I've been in the States during winter time too, and I've experienced some of the most coldest weather I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm like, oh my god, it is friggin' freezing.
Yep.
Brandon, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. But yeah, I would definitely. I don't know if I could. I don't think I could survive a Chicago winter. No offense, Bobby, but I just couldn't.
It's not that bad once you get used to it.
I mean, I'm sure you're used to it, but it's like I don't know. I'm not. We never used to have bad snow in England where I'm from in England. I mean, one time when I lived in another town in England, I took a couple of weeks off work, annual leave, whatever you want to call it, and it started snowing one day. It snowed about 2 or 3 inches really fast, and I heard that that it got so bad that a couple of inches or 3 inches of snow can close the whole of England down. The trains don't run. People in my office building stayed the night because they couldn't get out. And it was over like 2 or 3 inches of snow.
From 2 to 3 inches of snow?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. They stayed there. They could not get out on the roads. Yeah.
Wait, are we okay? Do we know what inches compared to centimeters are?
I do. 1 inch is 2.5. 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters. Yeah.
Okay, so how much is a foot?
So 1 foot. It wasn't a foot of snow. It was like 2 or 3 inches.
It was 2 or 3 inches, and you guys got stuck there?
I wasn't. I was off work that day. I was on vacation. But I heard when I got back on the email.
do you believe this shit? 2 to 3 inches of snow.
I'm being serious. England cannot cope with snow.
What do you mean?
It's like over here. We close everything
there was
down
no
when it
snow
starts
plow.
like that.
The roads weren't gritted. The roads weren't plowed. I'm being serious. Nobody in England can cope with a couple of inches of snow. The trains stop running. The roads, nobody can get nowhere. And I'm being serious. People spent the night in the building where I worked because they couldn't get out.
I can drive in 2 to 3 inches of snow.
Yeah, I'm sure you could, but not over there.
Do you guys use do you put anything on the roads like salt or?
They do when they know it's happening.
Okay.
However, it doesn't snow as often as it does in the US. To be honest, it snows a lot more in the US compared to over there. But when it does snow, it just comes unexpected. It comes unexpectedly, and they just can't cope with it. I mean, it was like one day when I was a kid, the trains were delayed, and this made national news too. Apparently, they couldn't plow the snow. They couldn't plow the train tracks because it was the wrong type of snow. Yeah. But honestly, England cannot. England does not have. Okay, so when it gets like 90 degrees,
you know what they do here in Chicago?
Go on.
They actually light the train tracks on fire.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is that because it gets so? Wow, that's crazy.
When it gets so cold and there's snow. Yeah, they light them on fire.
That's crazy, but honestly, England.
I mean, you can't stop people from commuting in Chicago.
Yeah, because you're used to it. You guys probably have the infrastructure for it. But in England cannot cope with 90-degree, 100-degree weather in Fahrenheit because people don't have air conditioning because it doesn't get that hot there all the time.
It was like 105 here today,
and they swelter. They swelter in the hot weather. They don't have it. Nobody I know has air conditioning. Like in Spain, they paint the houses white, all the villas are white because of the hot weather. England can't cope with it. So you're stuck in England in the hot weather, and you're literally sweating your bollocks off because nobody has air conditioning. It just gets so freaking hot and miserable. And then when it gets to winter and it freezes, nobody can get out. The roads get blocked, and this happens and that happens. But people spend the night in my office building. I used to work in a big corporate building with 2,000 people in it, and a lot of people spent the night in there because the roads were bad. They couldn't get off the industrial estate where the office building was. And there was like a bunch of emails when I got back saying, "Hey, because they had like a coffee shop inside the building, a canteen that used to sell Starbucks, and they were saying, "Hey, the Starbucks is open. Thank you for keeping the coffee shop open for most of the night." Blah 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 blah. And people just spent the night there. Yeah, that was just one night. Yeah, just one night because it was bad. Yeah, they cannot cope. They cannot cope with that kind of weather over there. Yeah. Of course, because you guys are used to it, you would all probably laugh at it. But it's the God's honest truth.
I am laughing at you.
I know it's the God's honest truth. Nobody can cope. Nobody can cope with snow in England. You just don't have the infrastructure for it, and you don't have the infrastructure for the hot or cold weather. So yeah. And that's what it's like over there.
Brandon, you can go. You can go have a good night, Brandon.
I mean, I'm going to be ending the stream soon. I have to be up at 4. I have to be up at some stupid time in the morning.
Okay, I'll go.
I'm not kicking you off. I'm just saying soon.
No. I mean, you're fine. I mean, shoot. If you need some snow help, I can help you.
But yeah, I must say that. Oh, well, I know. I must say that England. I'm saying England can't. I mean, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the web page. I'm looking at a news article now, and it says it's no. It's called no. It's no surprise Britain can't cope with snow. Yeah, and it's like Google. Why is UK so bad at dealing with snow? Why we can't cope with snow in Britain, and why we never will? Britain can't handle. Yeah. Britain, and then news headline here: Britain can't handle an inch of snow.
You know what you guys should do?
What?
All of you should move to Montana. For like the wintertime. Which is like what? 7 months.
Oh my God.
How about deal with that? Get used to it.
How about Alaska?
Yep.
Or there too. That. I mean, you can actually they pay you money to live in Alaska. So.
Yep. Told you.
Well, they have to pay you because it's like freaking $10 for a gallon of milk there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the food prices is ridiculous.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. But yeah.
And I mean, there's not much out there to do. So.
YouTube.
Yep, that's it.
That's why people have beautiful live out in. I don't know. I think it would be fun to live there.
Yeah. And then there's another news article: England can't take the heat. So yeah, it's.
Wait, so there's no DoorDash in Alaska?
I don't know. Is there?
I don't know.
Could you imagine the fees you would pay on that?
Oh my God!
They had to take a plane.
All right, you guys have a good night.
In the plane.
You too. Thank you for calling up, Barbie. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Oh my God! So yeah. Honestly, I am. I mean, if you Google it, and it will tell you that England can't cope with the snow. This is this is a trolls. This is a troll stream. Excuse me when I'm on your own. Respect the troll stream. That's so funny.
Yep.
Oh my. Okay, so I did a Google search. When you live in remote Alaska, your DoorDash order comes by plane.
I told you.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the freaking fees for that shit? It'd be like freaking $500 for a freaking Big Mac meal.
Right? I told you.
I swear. Yeah.
From Anchorage, from Fairbanks to Juneau. I mean, shit, you gotta take a plane to go there.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's when you gotta make. That's when you gotta make your own bloody shit up. Yeah. Okay,
right?
Daily Dot. When you live in a remote village in Alaska, DoorDash customer gets McDonald's delivery flown to them. People who live in at least one remote village in Alaska get their food flown by plane. This could take days to arrive. When you blah blah blah. Why most people order a few things? So why most people order a few things from McDonald's? This TikToker supersized the order to justify the long journey. This included 2 frozen Coca-Cola drinks, 2 frozen Fanta blueberry drinks, 5 French fries, 3 20-piece nuggets, and 1 Big Macs. In the instructions, we told the driver to hand their food over to the people at the counter in the airport. So apparently Air Alaska transmits everything, but it doesn't tell you about the fees, though.
Yep. I told you.
And apparently,
I told you so.
Yeah, and then they're asking the question, what would happen if McDonald's messed up your order? It wouldn't be easy for them to ship it over. And he shared some insight to what happened. I always check order before I let them bag it. When the airport, they had 1 freezers and they all filled with some and made, okay, blah, blah, blah. And apparently the food should stay fresh by being refrigerated. So it's going to be cold food too. You're going to have to warm it up. Oh my God.
Yep. I told you.
It's just not worth. It's just not worth the headache.
Ridiculous. And you see these people from Alaska, they build their own their house. They do, they hunt for food. They store food for the winter. I mean, they do a lot of gardening. It's oh God, I can't. It's just too much.
I mean, I get it about. I get it about wanting your escape, Brandon. Trust me. Ever since I was a young kid, I've always wanted to emigrate, and it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. But I've always been like that, and I always do. I always enjoy traveling. I always enjoy flying, and I enjoy going to new places too. And one of the things I like doing too is I like. It's not because I'm a loner. It's because I like traveling on my own. I like solo traveling because I can do what the fuck I want. I've got away with ex girlfriends before, and this one ex girlfriend I used to date. We used to go to a lot of places overseas, like in Europe, and a lot of places in the UK for weekends away and shit. And the biggest argument we had was where to freaking eat for dinner. Where do you want to go? I don't know. I don't know what I want. And that was the biggest pain in the ass. That was the biggest pain in the ass, was deciding where to freaking go to eat. Booking hotels. Oh, she didn't like high rise hotels, so we couldn't stay in a high rise hotel. So I had to limit to where we could go.
Right.
And every time I'm on vacation with her, I get freaking food poisoning too. So I went to some Spanish freaking island at the cold of So, so. But yeah, I do like travel.
Bad memories.
Yes. we went to some nice places, stayed in some nice hotels and shit, and but boy, did I get freaking food, freaking getting sick. I got sick. On 2 holidays with her. Oh my god. I don't think she's trying to poison me though. It's just what happened. It's just what happened. Because I got sick when we went. I got sick when we went to this Spanish island. I got sick when we went to Dublin, Ireland. And I was still sick for a few days after that too. Oh my god, I just couldn't even eat for a while too, and I just felt like bloody crap. But yeah, it's cool. I want to travel. I want to travel all over. There's other countries I want to go to. I want to go to Australia one day. I would love to go to New Zealand. I would love to go to Japan. Yeah, I get it. You will go over the world too. I've done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've done a lot of European countries. I still haven't done every single European country, but I think Japan, Australia, and Japan, Australia.
Germany?
I've been to Germany, yeah.
That's good.
I went on a school trip to Germany too. Well, I've had 2 layovers in Germany, but like I went on a lot of international school trips to Europe. Like we went to like France. I used to go to France with the school, and then one day I went to Paris with the school, and we got there. That was before the Channel Tunnel, so we actually got a bus from the school and drove it all the way to Paris, France. So like we left at like 7:30 in the evening UK time, and we probably didn't get to France till like the next day, of course, because like it's like 6 hours to the ferry port, and then you got it's like a couple of hours on the boat to France, and you got to drive from France to Paris. So it took quite a while. And we stayed in this place just outside Paris, and it was great. It was nice, and I remember one time we were on the street in Paris, and we were watching these prostitutes on the street in broad daylight, and we're watching them getting picked up, and we're like these schoolboy, hormonal schoolboys, and we're walking past these prostitutes, and we're going, "C'est combien? C'est combien? C'est combien?" And "C'est combien" is French for how much. So we're using our basic we're using our basic schoolboy French, and then our coach comes back, our bus coach, what you want to call it, and it parks right in front of the prostitutes, and they got pissed, and they asked the bus driver to move the coach because they were losing business. They were on their patch. So, yeah, that was one of my great memories. You want to get out of Australia, and what? Yeah. A lot of TV shows have a lot. Yeah, a lot of TV shows have a great, have a great bunch of scenery. and that's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to That's why I love Neighbours, because it was a good family-friendly show. It was clean, and you didn't have. You had that nice sunshine weather, and everyone. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just kind of weird. It's just the way I. It's just the way I had seen things and anticipate the shit happening. So, but yeah.
Right.
But like a lot of these TV shows have so much nice scenery and shit. So I've been to like the sets of some of the TV shows I've used to watch, and I've been to like where they were filmed and where they were set, and it's kind of beautiful, and it's kind of nice being somewhere where like a certain TV scene happened, or certain TV certain TV show was filmed. So yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens too. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's when good neighbors become good friends. Yeah, it was great. I mean, I was watching some of the old Neighbours episodes on the Amazon thing, Freevee, whatever you call it, and there was some of the early episodes. And I know this sounds stupid, but it felt good watching them. It brought memories back, and it felt like I was watching old friends again on TV. It was like weird.
Oh my goodness.
It was. I know. It was just a great soap opera. That's why. Palm Beach, Home and Away. Yeah, I remember Home and Away came out in England probably about 1987, maybe, because Neighbours, the BBC started showing Neighbours like early in the morning, and then of course it got kind of popular. They started showing it. They used to show it twice. Yeah, I was about 10 when I was about 10 when I started watching Home and Away. It was when Pippa was in it, and when they used to foster the kids, and Al Stewart was in there, and Bobby and Fisher. They were the old characters I remember. But I just kind of stopped watching. I just kind of stopped watching it after a while. I don't know why, but it was kind of like I don't know. It was kind of like it was kind of like trying to make an Australian soap kind of Americanized in a way at first. I don't know. It was a lot different to Neighbours, but Prisoner. But yeah, we used to get, and then was like but they used to show Prisoner, Cell Block H, which is like a woman's prison based on, it's like Wentworth now. There's a remake of it. So it was famous for its wobbly sets and shit. Yeah, it was a great show. Yeah, we used to get the Simpsons, and Simpsons became big in England because like when satellite first came out in England, one of the satellite channels shown that old American TV. I don't Seinfeld. I mean, the only American TV shows I like is like Knight Rider, The A-Team, The Fall Guy, shit like that. Dr. Quincy, the old MacGyver. I'm into all the classic TV shows like that kind of thing because that was when I've said it many times before on the streams. I know I repeat myself. Trolls, if you're listening, I know that. But they were the classic shows. They were like better than the shit they make. Better than the shit they make now. Because it's just fake reality shit. So that's about it now. Jersey freaking Shore, porn stars. It's all scripted stuff. Old comedies. I'm not really big on, to be honest. I'm not really the only American comedy show I really like was the American version of The Office. That's it. I don't really. I mean, I used to watch like Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley and shit, but I like All in the Family. But I was never really at the old soap TV show. But I was like never really liked Friends, or I've never really got into. I don't know. I think it's to do with the fact that the British sense of humor is a lot different compared to the American sense of humor. So like, and that's probably why a lot of US shows either got remade or didn't. So yeah. So yeah, so that's why I've never really got into those shows. But yeah, your old classic shows are great. You can't beat them because they were the days. But Neighbours comes back in either August or September on Amazon. I'm not sure what it's going to be like. I've never been to Italy, to be honest. The newest I've been to Italy was I did meet a bunch of Italian girls on my school trip to Paris. That's about it. That's another story for another, nothing too exciting about that. But that's about it. I've never been to Italy. I've never been to Greece. I don't know. Just something about I don't know. It's just something about Italy. I just never really interested me in. I guess because I'm not really a fan of pasta, and I don't want to go somewhere and just eat pasta. So I don't know. I just never had any interest in going there. Yeah, Home and Away's old because we got it in the UK. I swear it was about 1987, 88 possibly, because I was still a kid. I was still a kid then. Because Neighbours got big because Neighbours was on in the mid 80s, and then one of the other channels started to think, well, if Neighbours is doing good, we're going to show it Home and Away. So like it used to be like Home and Away at 5:10 on ITV, and then it would finish just in time. It would finish just in time for Neighbours. So yeah. Oh, you can't remember? Yeah, Alf Stewart was the old man in it. Grumpy old Alf Stewart. He was in it from the start. I've watched these new episodes of Neighbours, and I'm like, I've just felt lost. It's just changed. It's just changed too much. It's fine. You're good. You're good, Lady Gemini. I don't know what's going on, but it's just a lot of people just felt like it was better to go to PM about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at you. I'm the most laid back person in the world, so don't worry about it. You're cool. And MER didn't have an issue with it, so as long as MER was okay with it, she was fine. And that's why I didn't say too much.
I love you, girl, because I know you got my back 100%, and I love that. That's why I like my group.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
So, Brandon, have you ever watched a UK soap?
Shit. I don't watch any soap operas anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Hey, I'm going to show you a clip, and you'll see how different the production values are of a British soap compared to an American soap. I've shown this clip before when it was just me and watching. Let's have a look.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, let's have a look. There we go. This is the clip here. So this is from a VHS tape. So there we go. I've shown this clip before. I've shown this clip before. But this is a British soap, and this was quite a good storyline.
Oh, God. Right, come in. Your turn. I'm knackered. Yeah.
Hetty, what the hell are you doing now?
Keep it down, love. Sinbad's got something stashed down here. Aye. Looks like we struck gold. What's wrong?
Could be anything. Look, don't get involved, Ed. Come on, out.
It's all right, I'm there now. Come on, Ed. Pull it up. Come on, pull it up. What is it? What is it? It's a hand.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, that was a British soap, and the
Oh,
storyline.
that looks like a horror. It looks like a fucking horror.
That's a British soap. The storyline was that the body was a wife beater. He was a wife beater, and the wife and the oldest daughter killed him and buried the body under the patio. And there was flooding issues, and the neighbors were digging up the shit. But yeah,
right.
yeah, that's what a British soap's like. None of this.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and when the yard or the garden where they're digging the body from was part of the TV set. The TV company bought the whole street, so we don't have like fake outsides like the American soap operas do, because it's awful. The production values are absolutely awful. So yeah.
Oh my god, that's like creepy as fuck, man.
Yeah. So yeah. Brandon the
Looks
Bear
like a
with
lifetime. Looks like a lifetime movie.
I mean, they've definitely got. I mean, they've definitely got better production values compared to like American soaps. No offense, but it's true.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really don't care. You know, you
Yeah.
can criticize American soaps all you want. I really don't care.
I know.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
I know. I'm just saying it. They're just awful. So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Found a dead body. Ooh, my God.
Yeah.
The suspense.
Yeah. And then, like, they used to, I mean, years ago when there was only 4 TV channels, some of these soap operas would get the ratings too. I mean, you're talking about 15 million people, 17 million people watching some of the storylines and shit when they were at their peak and shit. Now they just, yeah.
What? You should see like the Spanish soap operas. Oh my goodness.
I've seen clips of them. Aren't they called like Telemundos or something?
Yeah, they got Telemundo and Univision, and I mean, Jesus Christ, their soap operas are like, dang.
Yeah.
I see one from where my family's from. I mean, their soap operas are like, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, they get like hitting each other and.
Oh, we're talking about British soap. We're just talking about British soap operas and shit. Yeah, British comedy is great. What British comedy shows have you watched? Because yeah. Because once you told me that, I am going to be ending the stream because I am tired. I have to go to bed. Lucky enough, I'm nausea free today, which is so far.
You deserve that.
Oh, I know. It's like every time I'm off, I'm fucking nauseous. It's weird. I swear. But I'll be fine tomorrow. I'll be back at work.
Be careful. Mind you need to be careful what you eat.
Yeah, I know.
And drink too. You know.
Yeah, I just drink. I mean,
you sick too.
I just drink water now. I mean, I've been drinking water all day. I've got like a circle bottle with like a cottage in it, and it's got like white cherry flavored shit in it. White cherry is really good. I like that one. So blue raspberry and white cherry, and watermelon are my favorite ones so far. But yeah, I mean,
I tried the first time.
What?
Is that sparkling strawberry Perrier?
Yuck.
That's good.
Did you like it? I've had Perrier before. I used to call it yuppie water because all the yuppies used to
It's a mineral.
Yeah, I know
it's mineral water, but
yeah,
it has like a strawberry taste to it, and it's like sparkling water with strawberry flavor to it, and it's pretty good. I mean, I tried it for the first time today. I was like, okay. I drank the whole can by myself. I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, everybody! Well, I am going to be ending the stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming up. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Thank you for coming, Brandon the Bear, and everybody else. Dan want the dog berry. Hey, Brandon, I am going to bed. Have a good night. Take care. I appreciate you coming. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks
Bye,
for
y'all.
listening. Okay, we should be off.